Oh yes, the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League cricket caravan continues with another set of matches today. The first, Galle Gladiators up against the Jaffna Stallions, a team in good form, 3 wins in a row. Galle Gladiators, they have their work cut out. Earlier, Gladiators won the toss and elected to bat first, a trend that we've seen from teams. Gladiators making 4 changes to their team. Ashan Ali in the side, Chadwick Walton, Asita Fernando and Dhananjaya Lakshan brought into the side for this contest. And the Stallions, as mentioned, unbeaten so far in the tournament and going with an unchanged team.
Well, he's been exceptional. He's produced some quality innings. Danushka Gonathalke is very efficient off the front foot and also knows how to deal with the short pitch deliveries.
He's had a half century so far in the tournament. Leading run scorer for the Galle Gladiators, Gunatilaka. And he has Ashan Ali as a new partner at the top of the innings. One of the 4 changes to this Galle Gladiators team. Strikes the ball a long way. Ashan Ali from Pakistan.
He has made few adjustments to his run-up, slow it down.
Made looked like he didn't pick it up. Srilanka Lakmal didn't move a muscle.
Again, he swings to the leg side. He gets enough. That's 4. My 11 Circle, champion shot. Bottom edge though, and it runs away.
Goes over the top. Clean hitting on show, ending the over on a high. This will do a whole lot of good for the Jaffna. Just over the top. That field at cover point. Didn't have to hit it too hard. It goes for My 11 Circle champion shot.
Nicely played. Best stroke so far of the match. Always good to watch a left-handed batsman driving down the ground and all along the ground for 4 runs.
Olivier punched behind point. That is a cracking shot. So much of power. Going deeper into the tournament. More runs here. Might be 4 more. We've spoken about it. You told us about Ashan Ali, Mickey, and he's really turning it out. Gunatilaka. Oh, how poor was that? That is really poor cricket.
Without doing too much damage, and he's hit it straight up. This will be a very good catch for Nindu Hasaranga. Very, very good off his own bowling. Very good.
Turn and run back and judged it brilliantly.
His head was moving all over the place. That's why it's such a good catch. I mean, to actually judge that is quite exceptional. He's strong. He can smack it a long way. And he's done exactly that. Got that away strongly, 4 runs. That is a terrific connection, it really is.
It was just a dab, wasn't it?
That's how quick his hands are. Once again, another boundary. Another My 11 Circle champion shot from Azam Khan.
Smack that one. And he smacked it beautifully. That is a huge over. That has gone for 16. That is outstanding hitting. 94 for 1. Leg side, whipped away nice and fine, so that's not a good way to start.
Down the ground. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, brings the 100 up with that My 11 Circle champion shot. Danushka Gunatilaka racing away once again.
Nicely played. That's a good way to start over number 13.
What timing. What timing, and that's his 50.
Back-to-back 50s in the tournament. His 12th career 50. Gave himself room. Just jabbed on it at the right time.
Could be out. She'll be out. And is out. They needed that wicket.
He was threatening the opposition. But that's what happened.
One into Hasaranga. This time making no mistake. So Lakmal strikes.
What a catch that is. That is an outstanding catch. It's the captain, Cesaro Pereira, has taken a blinder.
He has this opening presence in this Lanka Premier League. Cesaro Pereira, he's been absolutely brilliant with whatever he has done.
Another one. This time it's Dewan Olaferi's taken the catch. Hasaranga's picked up that. It's a little bit of a gift, I'm afraid. They are losing wickets exactly when they don't want to.
Yep, 2 new batsmen at the wicket now. Danushka Gunatilaka at the wrong time. He needed to be there till the end. Just helps it on its way. Dewan Olaferi, he doesn't miss many because he's got hands like buckets.
And the Gold Gladiators get up to that 170, 180 marker. Pulled away. And to add insult to injury, it's a no ball. And again, that had a sweet sound off the bat. And it
जब आइसक्रीम खत्म ही हो गई तो डब्बा क्यों उसमें सजा के रखा हुआ? इसकी आरती उतारिए, सर पे रखा नाचू सारी।
छोटी छोटी बातों पे गुस्सा आना ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ने की निशानी है। खाने में अब सोडियम कम करने का वक्त आ गया है। टाटा सॉल्ट लाइट, टेक इट लाइट।
Is your child falling short on growth? It could be hidden hunger. Fight hidden hunger in your child with Nutrinos, fortified with vitamins, calcium and protein.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले। My 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो play with champions. Download My 11 Circle app now.
Younger players and more of the squad players a chance to play because you just never know. Injury, players running out of form. The semi-final setup is quite different to what we see from other T20 leagues across the globe. It's a straight knockout semi-final. So you got to be at your best when you play that semi-final match and give yourself a chance of picking the most informed players for that contest.
Well, as far as the changes are concerned, Tom Moore, Suranga Lakmal, Dwayne Olivier and Usman Shibari are the ones sitting out. Johnson Charles gets a game. Kyle Abbott's back. We spoke about Vyas Kant and Binura Fernando. And for the Colombo Kings, they got Damika Prasad and Jeffrey Van der Sey sitting out. Tharindu Kaushal, PhD Kaushal. And Daniel Bell Drummond coming into the side. So, we've spoken about how big and important this game is going to be. I'd like to hear from Mickey Arthur what he thinks about particularly these changes. Vyas Kant, the young leg spinner. PhD Kaushal.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. Spin has been the go of late in this competition. I thought it was a real good estimation from Darren Ganga. This is kind of the experience versus the youth. We've got the young guns in your Avishkas, Dhananjay De Silvas, Wanindu Hasarangas, Binura Fernandos, etc. versus the experience of Angela Matthews, Dinesh Chandimal, Isuru Udana, Andre Russell. So it's the young versus the old. I think it's going to be a fantastic contest.
Older experience, Mickey Arthur. Some players don't like being called old.
Good point that Darren, very experienced.
But I understand what you're saying.
and we've got one on our screen, and I'm so happy to see Angelo Matthews with the new ball in his hand, because that gives the Sri Lankan cricket team such a good balance if we can get overs out of Angelo Matthews.
Well, that's the countdown, and we're almost ready to start. It's a lovely sight, isn't it? The ground lit up, very colourful. And Angelo Matthews starts off proceedings. Avishka Fernando on strike. And heard two sounds. Matthews is a bit interested, but they're off and running. The Jaffna Stallion.
Angelo Matthews just bringing this one into the pads of Avishka. He knows you don't give Avishka Fernando any width.
Another look. Yeah, possibly just going down the leg side. That's a leg by, but there were two sounds. Oh, straight away gets a bit of movement.
There's been a lot of talk about the pitch. It's furthest east on the square. You would say pitch number 1. Doesn't look like the pitches we've played on previously, so there's been a bit of speculation, conjecture about the pitch, but we expect that it will be good for batting. We've seen consistent bounce on offer from this square.
Johnson Charles playing in his first game. Seen him play around the world in leagues. Powerful striker.
Yeah, I'm very interested to hear from you, Darren. But when Johnson Charles came on the scene, he was amazing. If we just have a quick look at the pitch, it does look different. I must admit, I had a look at it. It looked a little bit duller than the other pitches have been. But to get back to the point, Darren, and maybe you can enlighten us after this ball. He looked such a good player, and he just seems to have stagnated just a little bit.
On the point of Johnson Charles, it's his first game in the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Had his quarantine period, and he's had a good couple years in the Caribbean Premier League playing for the Barbados Tridents. In fact, this year I think he was a leading run scorer. Jason Holder as well had a fair bit of runs for the Tridents. They were the defending champions, but didn't make that playoff round of matches. Hasn't found favour with the West Indian selectors of late.
Well, this game is on the extreme pitch, and that pitch too generally doesn't get used as much as the ones in the middle. This is that LBW shout. Yeah, completely going down the leg side. Doesn't get used as much as the ones in the centre, so you would expect it to be good. So it's in one extreme, and the good thing about this ground, it's a large ground, so you can still maintain the 70 yards. Single. So 3 runs of the first over. It's 3 without loss.
Is your child falling short on growth? It could be hidden hunger. Fight hidden hunger in your child with Neutrinos, fortified with vitamins, calcium and protein.
जब आइसक्रीम खत्म ही होगी तो डब्बा क्यों उसमें सजा के रखा हुआ? इसकी आरती उतारिए, सर पे रखकर नाचो सारी।
छोटी छोटी बातों पे गुस्सा आना ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ने की निशानी है। खाने में अब सोडियम कम करने का वक्त आ गया है। टाटा सॉल्ट लाइट, टेक इट लाइट।
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले। माई 11 सर्किल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्किल ऐप now.
Star-studded side. Viaskant making his debut with a big moment when his cap was presented. It's going to be a really good battle. Russell versus Tissara Pereira. They've both been big hitters, and this is that big moment for Viaskant. Captain handing over. And of course Johnson Charles, he's also making his debut. But the big moment was for the young Viaskant, who hails from the Northern Province, leg spinner, and has played under 19 cricket for Sri Lanka, and he is going to be the big hope coming from the Northern Province, and he will be a model, a role model that most youngsters would want to emulate, which is perfect. That's what tournaments like this should try and do. Lanka Chamira.
I was making the point in the pre-show about this Jaffna Stallions squad and the makeup of the players. 8 players 23 years and under in the squad. So again, showing the youthfulness of this franchise. And many of the players, homegrown players from the Jaffna region. So I'm sure Vyaskant, his selection, will be an inspiration for the others who've not had a chance as yet.
Well, interesting, if you look at the ownerships of these franchises, punched, but on the bounce to the man at mid-off. Out of the 5 owners, this Jaffna is owned by a Sri Lankan ownership. It's all Sri Lankans, and they hail from most of them hail from the northern province. I know it's a mix of people from the northern province and rest of Sri Lanka, but they're Sri Lankans. So obviously they'll be very interested in looking at that area, the north and the east, and trying to develop, whilst the others are not from this country. So that affiliation may not be there, understandably.
Yeah, we talk about Sri Lankans, they're wonderful owners, they really are, and it's so good to see them giving back to their region. We talk about Sri Lankans, we talk about Jaffna Chamira. Very excited about him. I thought in the last game, in the previous game, I thought was his best performance so far. He found his length, he hit a hard length, he looks rhythmical when he's running in, and that's really great for the Sri Lankan cricket team going forward. To have him back just provides us with a real cog. There, as we see his figures, that 2 for 27 against Ambula for me was by far his best performance.
It's been a slow start for the Stallions. That's the young man making his debut. Big moment, proud moment for him and his family, and he's become a star overnight. Johnson Charles chancing his arms, and it's gone for 6. He's a powerful striker, I'll tell you. In his zone, he'll punish you.
Yeah, he picked to that length up, just slightly back. Johnson Charles clearing his front leg and hitting that powerfully away over the mid-wicket, mid-on area. Really good shot. That typifies the way Johnson Charles plays early. You miss your length, he's going to punish you.
Colombo Kings will have done their research and they'll know that he's a strong player square of the wicket. You can't bowl short. He's not a big driver off the cricket ball.
Taken at cover. Dushman Chamira strikes with a change-up, and that is very clever bowling indeed. And the Jaffna Stallion have lost their first wicket.
How often do we see a strength becoming a weakness and players getting out in their strong areas? That's where he scores most of his runs. This time he doesn't get the placement right. Maybe an indication that the pitch is quite slow, but he hasn't made a great impact in this innings. He's gone for 7, it's 10 for 1.
Is your child falling short on growth? It could be hidden hunger. Fight hidden hunger in your child with Nutrinos, fortified with vitamins, calcium and protein.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
भाई क्या लगा हुआ है कब से तू?
मैं सोच रहा हूँ कौन सी कंपनी के शेयर्स लूं।
ओह, शेयर्स की ड्रीम टीम बना रहा है।
अब ये कंपनी एनालिसिस है, तेरा क्रिकेट नहीं है।
मेरी सुन, तो सिर्फ ETF में इन्वेस्ट कर। ETF यानी एक्सचेंज ट्रेडेड फंड। ये एक तरह का लो कॉस्ट म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम है। अपनी
Vinod Bhanuka is a new batsman, batting at number 3. He carries the extra responsibility of keeping today. Johnson Charles was the batsman to be dismissed, and Vinod Bhanuka It's a fledgling career for him, 48 games, average just under 20. Strike rate will improve. He's got a best of 70. And it was an excellent catch at point. Lovely change-up, wasn't it, Mickey?
Yeah, he bowled that well. The good thing for me was he went for 6 the ball before, and he maintained his length.
Finds the edge, and that will run away to the boundary. It spoils the over, 11 and a wicket. It's 14 for 1.
Is your child falling short on growth? It could be hidden hunger. Fight hidden hunger in your child with Nutrinos, fortified with vitamins, calcium and protein.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. Download the app now.
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस.
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता. सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते.
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा.
नाइस.
लेकिन सिर्फ 5 परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता है.
2 overs completed. Matthews finds a bit of late away movement. Avishka Fernando coming forward, that probing line around that just outside the off stump. Another look at that wicket again.
Johnson Charles again opening the foot, playing it off to mid-on. Very, very good catch. Daniel Bell Drummond making his debut for the Colombo Kings. I was just having a look here at Angelo Matthews' field. We've got a deep square leg and we've got a guy at deep extra cover. Means his line's going to be very, very straight. And he's maintained that line since he started bowling. Just shows a little bit of experience. He knows his plan. He knows what he wants to do.
Last ball, last over, also in that corridor from Sitton. Fortuitous boundary. My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League, My 11 Circle, an app where you can make your fantasy cricket team and play with real champion cricketers. All you need to do is download the app from www.my11circle.com and start playing on the app by making your team with the players who you think will offer you maximum points in the matches. I'm sure you're thinking about players already for this match. Andrew Russell will be right up there. You might even name him as captain in your fantasy team.
Not if Mickey Arthur is selecting it. He'll have him. Wahidu Hasaranga. That's Mickey Arthur's pick. What's a single, but it's not easy. And your second pick, I'm sure, would be Kusal Mendes.
No, not at all. I just pick guys that can win games for Sri Lanka, that's all. And Manor Banuka is one of those. He's grown. I'm really looking forward to see Tisara Pereira, Andre Russell. We've got all the big guns on show tonight. We really have. It's a mouth-watering contest. To get back to Manor Banuka, I'm really looking forward to seeing him keep wicket as well. Very good behind the stumps.
He's been getting that ball to move away from the right hand, but that ball came back to the left hand. Angelo Matthews getting a bit on nip.
And he's bowling the right length. We've spoken about this on commentary, how important it is for bowlers to find that length, that 8-meter length on the pitch. It just challenges the batsman, the ability to transfer weight forward and back. When you start muddling the mind of a batsman, that's when you can create opportunities for a wicket.
Well, they get a single. I think the non-striker was very lucky that Matthews didn't have a finger on that ball. I'm sure he was outside the crease. It's 16 for 1.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. Download the app now.
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस.
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता, सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते।
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा।
नाइस।
लेकिन सिर्फ पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता।
बात तो सही है।
फिर वो दिखा दो।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Lanka Premier League going right across, right around the world, I must say. Lots of coverage from Asia to Europe, to Ireland, to the Middle East, Afghanistan. And what about the digital partners? Well, you could watch them. This could be streamed, live streamed, wherever you are, and enjoy the cricket. And it's been that good, the quality of cricket so far. It's been high scoring, some outstanding batsmanship.
Another wonderful cricketer for Sri Lanka bowling at the moment, Isuradana, just fresh out of the IPL. He kind of leads our one-day white ball attack. Man, that's got an amazing amount of variations. As you watch Angela Matthews, well, he didn't get a touch on that, but he got back quick. The only problem was he'd have to pull the stump out because both bails were off. But so good watching Isuradana go through his different variations. He knows exactly when and what is required for every situation. He's a wonderful professional.
His class has been seen, Isuradana, and that class would have been enhanced by the fact that he's gone into an IPL, gained a lot of experience. That's a glass delivery. Just the perfect length.
I also think if you could work on developing an extra yard of pace, that will enhance his potency as a bowler. Has the ability to swing the ball.
Oh, Avishka. It's gone all the way. He's so strong in that area. Anything onto the pads, he just makes maximum use of it. That's a huge six.
He back of the hand slower ball onto the pads of Avishka, and he's kind of swept that. He picked that slower ball, got himself into position early and executed very, very well. That is a strength of Avishka Fernando's.
Just want to remind everyone that this guy is only 22 years of age. I've been thoroughly impressed with Avishka Fernando and the manner in which he's gone about scoring runs for his team at the top of the innings. Very easy on the eyes in terms of his technique. Commits himself when he goes on the attack. Had an unbeaten 92 in the first game, then a second half century in the last one. So that consistency at the top of the innings. He doesn't really look like he's hurried at all when he's facing the fast bowlers. So he can judge length quite quickly. An important asset to have as an opening batsman, and he's got it. It's a very tender age.
He's had a brilliant LPL so far, My 11 Circle LPL. He's been consistent. He's looked very good chasing. That was one question I posed to him when he was man of the match. Asked him what was the secret, and he said he likes to aim a target. Now these are the dimensions. It's a 70-yard boundary, and that's been consistently maintained though the pitches have been moved. As you know, we are playing on the extreme pitch, so the pitchers will be constantly moved to make sure that the quality is retained. Good fielding, good fielding. It's 24 for 1.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस।
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता, सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते।
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा।
नाइस।
लेकिन सिर्फ पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता है।
बात तो सही है।
फिर वो दिखा दो।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
24 for 1, 4 overs completed. Charles, the only batsman out. So, Dushman Chamira's back. Matthews did have a brief spell, 2-over spell. Has swung Chamira to the opposite end. Good work at short fine leg. He was looking to go over mid-on. It was pitched up. Avishka loves that long on area.
That was the last ball, the last over. Good intensity in this contest already. Colombo Kings, they look switched on. They know that it's important for them to secure a win here. Don't want to be leaving it for too late in the tournament to qualify. We've been talking a lot about bowlers in the power play and what we've seen in the tournament tonight. Colombo Kings, their bowlers, they've been excellent in terms of the lengths that they've bowled. There is a little bit of lateral movement, but you still got to pitch the ball in the right areas. Have a look at this. Majority of the deliveries in that length region, that green band, 6 to 8 meters. We often speak about this. Colombo Kings, very well done.
Yeah, it is, and I think from what we've seen through the competition, certainly that length has been where the seam bowlers have got their most lateral movement, and they've been hardest to play from.
Yeah, that traffic had Jaffna, but it's actually Colombo Kings and their bowlers collectively what they've achieved. As a coach, Mikiata, you take that any day, especially with a little bit of movement. Just let that soak in. 63% of deliveries in that green band. Herschel Gibbs will be proud.
He'll be very happy with that. And as a coach, all you're asking from your bowler is to find the length that's going to hit the top of off stump. Find that length quickly and then hammer that length. And if a batsman hits you from that length, there's nothing you can do as a bowler. It's when you go searching that becomes a problem.
Tisara Pera, he's been good in bowling that length as well. Usman Shinwari, who's not playing for the Jaffna Stallions, also good. And it's an area of the game that we've seen improve from the first game to match number 11.
Used his variation well there, Dushman Chamira. What I liked, he bowled the bouncer at 143 the ball before, and then this one he's rolled his fingers over. Very well thought out. Constructing an over is so important. The key for him now, because it's been such a good over, is to exit this over properly. He's got 2 balls. He doesn't want to go chasing the over. He just wants to land his ball in the right area, which is the length area, as you've highlighted, Darren.
Only a single, so he's done well there. So just 2 runs off the over. Just getting back to the toss. I understand what Angelo Matthews meant there. He wasn't sure how well the surface would play. He wasn't sure what a good score would be. So that's why he just said he would rather bowl.
I also feel he thinks the dew factor will be significant. So allowing his bowlers to bowl when conditions supposedly a bit drier.
Last ball of the over. Needs to finish strong. Just 2 runs so far. Just a single. Very well bowled by Chamira. 5 overs completed. It's 27 for 1.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस।
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता। सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते।
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा।
नाइस।
लेकिन
सिर्फ 5 परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता है।
बात तो सही है।
तेरे को दिखा दो।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
5 overs gone, 27 for 1 at this stage. As a look at the projected scores, need to step on the gas a little bit. This power play situation finishes in 1 over. That's a very good shot. That is beautifully played. That was creamed. 4 runs to start the over is a really good start.
This pitch is offering a lot to the bowlers. And if you bowl a full toss like this, what do you expect as a bowler? Got the right treatment, and it was my 11th circle champion shot.
Yeah, I think some of the bowling's been really good up until now. They've got to make sure they change their pace on the surface. There's no doubt it's on the slower side. There's no doubt it's just gripping a little bit. It does help, of course, if it does bounce a little bit. Full tossers are going to get dispatched quite comfortably.
Yeah, good stride in. Avishka Fernando. An 80 yesterday. 92 not out previously. Start slow. He knows his game. He knows he can catch up. And that's why Minod Bhanuka needs to make sure that the pressure doesn't build and that scoreboard keeps moving.
There's a change of pace, just working it around for 1, trying to rotate the strike if you can't do much more than that. Don't forget to go to my11circle.com and you can download that app. You can play with the champions, you can select your side, of course. Now it's a little bit challenging today, there's different players, there's 6 different changes in the teams today, 4 different players for the Stallions, but you can have some fun and there you go, play with the champions. I wonder if he's on it now. Shoaib Malik? No, he's a champion, don't worry about that. He will play a key role today. Over the top. That is nicely played, and that is a wonderful stroke. That really is a beautiful stroke for 6.
That was in his zone. Looked like he was waiting for that length. The moment he spotted that, he played that stroke with all the confidence in the world. He looks a different player from yesterday. After scoring a 50, he's gained a lot of confidence. His demeanor at the crease has changed. Oozing with confidence now, Avishka.
He's starting afresh, not trying to continue from where he left off yesterday. Taking his time, facing a few, and now he's starting to play his shots. But the Jaffna Stallions have not really dominated the power play overs. The highest they made was 51, but other than that, 27 for 4, 40 for 4, and today they're 39 for 1 with 1 ball remaining. It's through the middle overs that they really have dominated. Batting first, they've gone on to score 185 and 218.
Given the conditions, I think it's not a bad start. Easing into the job.
The average in the power plays up until now has been 41 for 2. 39 for 1 it is.
Yeah, that's the end of the power play. Umpire Kirti Bandara gives us a signal. He's standing at the Thanamalwila end. At the far end, Suryavava end, is Ravindra Vimalasiri. Ruchira Guru is the third umpire. Guru gave. I corrected myself before I get a call from him. Match referee, Wendell LeBroy.
Caution out. Certainly tries to get some revolutions on the ball.
Yeah, serious tweak to that ball.
He also doesn't mess around with the pace. He tries to just scoot them through a little bit as well, particularly early in the over. I think that's outside the line of off stump.
It's running away. Two leg buys, and you're right, I think Hayes probably was. Yeah, they asked for it. The call is that it hit the back leg. Very fast indeed, 97 Ks. You saw it run away towards the boundary line. Minod Bhanuka down on one knee, trying to go over mid-wicket.
Paliagurage, the TV umpire, is going to be adjudicating this. No problem with the front foot. Let's have a look and see where the connection is. Straight away, it's the hip, but he's on that knee. I think it's outside the line of off stump. However, bowler and keeper are up in unison.
It probably would have gone on to hit the stumps, but if the impact is outside the line of off stump, he shouldn't be given out.
No heartbeat, so nothing on ultra edge at all. You'll see a bit of a blip as it goes past and hits that back leg. But the umpire right now is just making sure it doesn't hit the willow. Let's have a look. Outside the line of off stump. Yep.
And Minod Bhanuka also knows what he's doing. He's batting outside the line of off stump because Tarinder Kaushal is going wide of the crease and angling it into the left-hander.
Did you notice where the wicketkeeper was? He should have gone and calmed the bowler down. Mate, this is outside the off stump. Don't waste the review.
Yeah,
use it.
He was leaping like a salmon.
He's had a difficult time, and it's good to see PhD Kaushal back played Test cricket for Sri Lanka, and his action was questioned. So it's been a battle. So he must be really eager to get into the game too.
He's intense. Have a look at the start of the run-up. Just making sure his field is exactly right. Starts a bit like a lawn bowler might. Opening the blade, just bringing the sweeper into play on the offside.
99-run partnership yesterday between Minod Bhanuka and Avishka Fernando. The action.
It seems like he first asked for the permission of the batsman, should I? Yeah, if the batsman is not ready, he has to stop. Ask once again.
When he was initially introduced to Test cricket, he used to turn the ball a mile, like Muthaya Muralidharan.
I like the way he tries to put so much action on the delivery. I really do, and I remember those days. He used to turn it a long way. Halfway through the over, halfway through his first, 3 from it so far. The run rate has been checked.
He just mentioned he used to spin the ball a lot. What happened now? But yes, he has remodeled the action.
Yep, he was called out of cricket for a while and battling his way in. So that's why I did mention it's good to see him back. He's worked very, very hard.
Good to see. Full toss. Just the single brings Avishka Fernando back on strike. That single, by the way, from Avishka Fernando takes him to the highest scorer so far in the Lanka Premier League.
Was that wide, Hazy? Very close to that return crease. It's a difficult angle.
It's nicely bowled. That is a really good first over. Singles galore. 6 from it, 45 for 1. Just a quick look at the Manhattan graph. The yellow buildings are the power play. 1 over outside the power play now. This run rate has been checked. It's under 6.5 at this stage. Here we go. Things happen when Case Ahmed gets into the attack. Case Ahmed is one of those guys who really enjoys his cricket. He's a youngster. He's got a spring in his step. Some big bash experience in Australia.
Street fighter. Doesn't go away. He'll be in your face. Might take that, but he'll keep coming back. Quickish leg break bowler, bowls wicket to wicket. Pretty similar to Rashid Khan.
Oh, that's nicely played. That is terrific. Nice and fine. That's the important thing about that shot. Yes, it was a full toss, but he still had to put it away nice and fine.
Well, the line helped the batsman to execute that stroke. It was wide of the off stump, and straight away Chandimal ran to the leg spinner, Qais Ahmed, that you don't have to get that much of flight, and you don't have to bowl outside the off stump. You have to concentrate on every delivery. 50 up. Good start for Jaffna Stallions.
They'd like to start moving now.
He tried to, couldn't retain the shape though. 2 men back on the leg side. Good field placings from Angelo Matthews for Case Ahmed. One of our sponsors on board as well. Getting nice and cold in that fridge. Of course, you all know that it does give you wings, and that's what they need this ball to do at the moment. There we go. That's got wings, I think, but has it flown far enough? No, it hasn't. Wicket has been taken. Case Ahmed is into the attack, and he's picked up a wicket straight away.
That's the luxury of having a leg spinner in your lineup. They might get a bit of tap, but what they can bring for you is wickets. A dangerous batsman has been removed.
Bit of turn. It's a shot that Avishka Fernando plays really well. The turn caused him to slice it and lose that timing. Oh yes. Avishka Fernando, 26 he's made. Jaffna Stallions are 51 for 2.
Come on, lad, get ready, boys! Oh, Lamai, ini bola kata kalian, Lamai. Thank you.
Now the Jaffna Stallions are top of the table. They've played 4, they've won 4, but they've had their problems. They've been rescued on more than one occasion. Tisara Pereira has done it twice. Avishka Fernando's done it once. So the top order haven't got going, and here it's an opportunity now for Shoaib Malik. He's got plenty of overs left in this innings. Extremely experienced, over 400 games. And he's someone now who can control things out there for the Jaffna Stallions. Tisara Pereira will be happy that he wasn't required in the last game, and other guys chipped in and did the business and got them home. Someone's going to have to do something special again tonight by the looks of it.
Yeah, Shoaib Malik's over to you. He's been awfully quiet in this Lanka Premier League. You suggested plenty of overs for him to make his mark.
Come on, boy.
And this is the reason why Shoaib Malik is out there in the middle.
Just sliced it a wee bit of turn. That was enough to do the job for Avishka Fernando.
Ball, Keith.
Eased around the corner, just the single. That's impressive stuff from Qais Ahmed first up. Picked up wicket, that's what he's meant to do. 53 for 2.
पिच तैयार है 30 मिनट्स टू गो माई 11 सर्कल पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता, सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते।
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा।
नाइस।
लेकिन सिर्फ पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता है।
बात तो सही है।
तेरे को दिखा दो
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी
6.6 is the run rate at the moment.
Ball, PHP. Ball.
Vinod Bhanuka has to give Shoaib Malik a little bit of time to settle in. You don't want two new batsmen in. Runs are not easy to come by.
Come on, lad. Come on. What's up, fellas?
The wickets have gone down, and this one's a big one. Great catch from Laurie, so confident right underneath it. Judging it to perfection.
It's hardly had to move. Straight to him.
Come on, PH.
Smiles there from the youngster.
Vice President Sri Lanka Cricket Domestic, Ravin Wickramaratne, also the tournament director of the Lanka Premier League.
He's nice and pleased with the way things are going. That's nice and straight. That might be 4. No, well fielded. Nicely stopped. Good desperate dive. End result is just a couple.
Shoaib Malik is someone you really do have to admire. He's played so much cricket. And you did mention that he's had a quiet tournament. And even today, after playing yesterday, he was in the nets. Straight after the warm-ups, he was dripping. So much work he'd done, and that's the determination. And even at this age, he's pushing so hard.
There's an outside edge. Fine. Yep. Outfielder's on the quick side again, so that's a boundary. My 11 circle champion shot.
You were mentioning about Shoaib Malik's commitment. See, if you respect the game is going to respect you back.
Such a good man to have in your team. So many youngsters, Jaffna Stallions. Lots of boys from the north and east being included so they can get an experience and interact with these players. And when they see these type of things from senior pros, it just rubs off. Today, great day for an 18-year-old from Jaffna Central, Vijay Vyas Kant, a leg break bowler. Turns 19 tomorrow. It's really good to see how he goes, and these are the opportunities that you need.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity for these youngsters to rub shoulders with the senior players, see what they do, which has enabled them to stay at international level for a longer period of time.
And I think today there's an opportunity to show the bench strength as well. Playing a mess. That's what these tournaments are about also, these franchises. You've got to make sure you've got good bench strength so that you can just give some players a little bit of a breather, extra bounce.
And they got 4 games in the last 5 days. That's not easy. So to be able to rotate, give the senior bowlers a rest and the others to take the responsibility, that would be great for their development too.
Yeah, the Stallions have been out there quite a bit. Worked on the onside. There's thoughts of 2. Will they come back for the second? Oh, they will. Direct hit might have been interesting. Nope, I think it would have been okay. That's beautifully run. In the end, it's 10 runs from it. That's a good over for the Jaffna Stallions. 63 for 2.
The 30-year-old, look at him run. Well, he'll need a breather. So does everyone. Here's a strategic timeout.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
क्रिमिनल जस्टिस के लिए हम हर हथकंडा अपनाएंगे। अगर कोई कमिटमेंट तोड़नी पड़े तो तोड़ेंगे, अगर कोई एडजस्टमेंट करने पड़े तो करेंगे। आज के बाद हम सब लोग सिर्फ एक ही रूल फॉलो करेंगे और वो है नो रूल्स। तू ना यार लकीर का फकीर है, जैसे बस कंडक्टर घंटी का गुलाम होता है ना, वैसे तो रूल्स का गुलाम है। जोक मारा, अच्छा लगा? नहीं।
सोसाइटी में रहने के कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होते हैं यार।
हमारा ये दोस्त बोलता ज्यादा और करता कम है।
इसने भी नोटिस किया।
सीरियसली?
अपनी लाइफ का तो एक ही फंडा है, नो रूल्स, नो कमिटमेंट, ओनली एडजस्टमेंट।
समरोला कोई मामूली पेशेंट नहीं है, ये लश्कर बद्र का सेकंड इन कमांडर है।
इबोला का एंटीडोट हमारे भाई की सही सलामत वापस लौटने का पासपोर्ट है। जब हिंदुस्तान में ये वायरस रिलीज होगा तब क्या होगा?
कल मुंबई में वायरस रिलीज हो जाना चाहिए।
तुम्हारा साइड किक बन के तुम्हारी ईगो को सेटिस्फाई करने का टाइम नहीं मेरे पास।
साइड किक नहीं, पार्टनर।
इबोला का वायरस शहर के बहुत सारे हिस्सों में फैल चुका है।
हमारे पास ना कोई सस्पेक्ट है, ना कोई क्लू है। इस केस में हम जिस भी डायरेक्शन में बढ़ते हैं डेड एंड आ जाता है।
अगर 7 दिनों में एंटीडोट नहीं मिला तो सब मर जाएंगे। एक बात हमेशा याद रखना बशीर भैया, यार तुम्हारी और मेरी पट तो सकती है, जम नहीं सकती।
What we've seen so far from Colombo Kings has been really good. 9 overs gone, 63 for 2, but 10 off that last over. I wonder if that's just broken the shackles for the Jaffna Stallions. They got a step on it. Bowled him through the gate. That is terrific. Case Ahmed has picked up another one.
Completely misread it. It wasn't a leg spinner, it wasn't a googly, it was a slider. And Shoaib Malik looked to angle the bat. He was looking to place the ball towards backward point, left a huge gap, and that was more than enough for the bowler to strike. 2 in 2 for the leg spinner. He's jubilant, so is the captain.
Outstanding. 78 kilometers per hour, that delivery. Shoaib Malik deceived. Gone for 8 off 5 balls. The Jaffna Stallions are 63 for 3.
Get ready, boys!
Case Ahmed, 2 wickets for 8 runs. He's 1 ball into his second over. I wonder if he picks up another one, if we're going to see a forward flip. I wonder if he gets it out today. Dhananjay De Silva is the next man in. Strike rate of 131. His experience, is a very good player. Gee, they've got to work hard. They've really got to work hard now, the Jaffna Stallions.
He's got the pace right. Look at that. It's a leg break delivery. Just straightens. Goes through bat and pad. And that's what happens on Sri Lankan pitches. Typical Sri Lankan pitches, there's natural variation of the pitch. If you get it in on that little good length on around off stump, sometimes some turns, some don't. And Rangana Herath, who's the spin coach, assistant coach of Colombo Kings, knows that about Sri Lankan pitches better than anyone.
Yeah, I like the way he manages over. Kais Ahmed, he makes sure that he starts with his new over with an accurate delivery and keeps on building the pressure by variating.
The skipper's starting to get ready. He says, uh-oh, I'm needed again. I'm going to have to rescue my team. It's kept a little bit low. Sweeper's into play. Can he stop that? Oh, he slips as well.
But he does well. He does well. Gets in the way and doesn't let it run off to the boundary. This is a different pitch. So I think a score around 170 That's another 100 runs in the next 10 overs.
Come on, Casey!
But one of these two has to dig in. Barnett has been there for a while. Trying to control that inning. Particularly Silva in the deep.
Ball, Kesa!
There is something in it for the bowlers. You will be a factor.
Oh boy, come on boys, come on!
So winning the toss and electing to bowl first has been a big bonus as well. Of course, if you're bowling last, you might have a due factor to handle. That's going to be challenging. Prize of catch it, she'll be out and is out. He's got another one, he's got three. 3 records for Qais Ahmed now. My goodness gracious me, what a turnaround this is.
He's hot. Qais Ahmed. He's onto the batsman all the times. He's thinking wickets. Tempting the batsman with a delivery which was pitched outside the off stump. Asked him to go after it. He tried, but failed.
3 for 11, that's his return now. He's just completed 2 overs. Halfway mark, 66 for 4 it is. Banuka goes for 21. There's big trouble here for the Jaffna Stallions.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Mankind's first luxury, chocolate. Today we unleash its dark side. No mercy to the sun-ripened cocoa beans. No compassion in extracting pure chocolate. Generously embracing fruits, nuts, coffee, and even tea. This is the alchemy of dark chocolate. Amul dark chocolates. Dark, a little more delicious.
The exciting Thisara Perera, the captain of this Jaffna Stallions team, comes to the crease. And it's another crisis. Previous matches, we've seen him handle those situations quite well with the bat.
Situations are different here. The pitch is asking a lot of questions from the batsman. Can he be able to play free-flowing innings for his side once again? Perera, because his partners, his teammates actually tried to take on the bowlers, but they failed. 3 wickets for the leg spinner so far.
Different conditions, different situation. You have to assess what the situation is. This is Perera. Great form. Loving the responsibility, loving the fact that he's discovered his game, grown it. Usually always pulls the ball leg side, but now he's able to hit through the offside, which has now added another dimension to his game.
I think time has come for Jaffna Stallions to assess what total is going to be fighting on this surface. He's gone after the bowler. Wow! Talk about the talent. He arrived at the crease, facing the second delivery and decided that was more than enough. I'm going to go after the bowler, and executed a brilliant stroke for a 6.
It's the attitude and approach. If it's in my zone, I'm going to play my shots. That's what he is brought into the game. That's what he's continuing with. If wickets fall around me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to play my own game. That's what he's working on. It's great to be strong and be able to do that.
Before the start of this innings, Thisara Perera has accumulated 174 runs. Add 6 to that. Last shot played. And I mentioned in previous matches the difficult situation that he is faced with. The batter's captain against the Viking came in at 64 for 5, scored 97 not out. Against Candy Tuskers, came in at 49 for 5, scored 68 in quick time too.
Even in that instance, it was Dhananjay De Silva at the other end, and he made a fantastic half century.
Might be 2. Just settles for 1. The other point I'd like to make is most of the opposition teams, they've gone with seam against him it might be different in this innings already. Kusal, we've seen K. Samad from the other end pick up wickets, so different challenge, bowling challenge for him in this innings.
Yeah, Minod Banuka needed to kick on as wickets were falling at the other end, but bottom of the bat, unable to clear the fence. Another one gone. The wickets keep falling. Dhananjay De Silva this time, he can't believe what he's just done.
He's not convinced. He thinks Dhananjay at that ball went to the fielder on the bounce.
He reckons he's hit it into the ground.
Both umpires will consult. I'm thinking if they go upstairs, they will have to give a decision before.
But it's got to be a top edge for it to have gone that high. He's saying not out. So the soft signal is not out. So that is to aid if there is some doubt.
And if the images are inconclusive. Critical period in the game, more so for the Jaffna Stallions. Delivery looks good. From a legal point of view, that foot way behind.
From this replay, one has to say the batsman has to start walking back. Yeah. Bounce, and then the contact with the bat. Ball went into the air, straight to the fieldsman, who completed that catch. And I'm afraid there'll be a bad news for the batsman, who has already started to walk back. He's out.
Another wicket here for Colombo Kings.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जानिए. Download the app now.
Hello, Alex. Your uncle is a spy, and I think you are too. Alex is bright and determined, and he questions everything.
Pacing feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing-song.
Alex. Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
Known more for his leg spin. Hasaranga, new batsman, comes in quite early in this innings.
He's got the ability with the bat as well. That's what we saw in the first game when he featured in this Lanka Premier League. His side was down and out. He came out, assisted his captain, helping his side to get to a fighting total. So he's no mug with the bat. Hasaranga.
It's gone to pace. Dushmanta Chamira. Hammered. Wow, Thisara Pereira. What a player. Angelo Matthews going to pace. Trying to be quick at Thisara Pereira and Hasaranga, because a wicket here just puts the Colombo Kings in a different zone in this game.
He likes some pace, Pereira. In my opinion, Angelo Matthews, to my liking, has introduced a paceman a bit too early. Spin would have been a better option at this stage of the game against Pereira. He likes a bit of pace, likes to hit the ball in the air, likes to play the boundary. Better. Tried to reduce the pace on that occasion, Shimara.
This wicket hasn't really changed the approach by Thisara Pereira and De Silva. Last wicket to fall. There was a question asked about the bounce, but clearly the ball running off the face of the bat. Kushal getting his first wicket. Are you surprised, Russell Arnold, with the same approach adopted by Thisara Perera?
No, that's what works for him. He doesn't complicate his game. That's how he's been successful. That's how he wants to play. And I reckon he should, because where he comes in, it's about tempo. It's about taking the game away from the opposition. Oh, quick again, Chamira. So exciting to watch. He's bowling with control, he's bowling with pace, and he's showing more skills. Slower balls. But that's the type of short ball you need to bowl to Thisara Perera if you're going short, not around the waist.
It was very well directed as well. The batsman was overbalanced. Now coming back to Perera's point you made, you want to see him bat positively. The only thing different I want to see in this innings is if he's able to hit a 6, then look for singles. Take the game till the 17th over, then he can go after every delivery. He has to bring some respectability to the total.
10 runs from here on in will get them to 165. That short delivery bowled to Hasaranga. We saw smiles all around. Surely that will earn some cycle incense fair pay points, you would think, to Colombo Kings. Playing the game in good spirit.
We really haven't had many issues, have we? It's been played in good spirits. Bit of drama, which was really entertaining. But right now what's entertaining is this battle between Dushmantha Chamira and Thisara Perera. Long off in the circle, long ons out, square legs out, fine legs out. So expect the short one. Quick. That's the way to do it. You want to bowl a short ball, bowl it at his throat, at the back shoulder of the batsman. Nowhere to go. Very good from Chamira.
This delivery from Chamira will have Perera thinking, that's for sure. Tried to bail out at the last moment. The ball didn't give him that much of time to be able to do that. In the end, loved it, was very lucky. It sailed over the head of the wicketkeeper, Chandimal, and got a boundary for it as well. Virtuous 4 runs for the captain.
Forces this one. Didn't have the power. The persistent has paid off for Chamira.
Oh, the plans. Doesn't it feel good when a plan comes together? He just lost it for a moment, Laurie Evans. But I'll tell you what, Angelo Matthews went to his speedster. The speedster produced a fantastic short delivery. Thisara Perera slightly out of zinc on that one. Mid-off also in the circle, so he was trying to go offside. But the footwork not 100%. The base not 100%. And his team slides. Perera's gone for 18. Jaffna Stallions in trouble. Big trouble. 86 for 6.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID.
People are dying and we can't help them.
I want this to be over. Come on. Come on, get out now.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Wickets tumbling at regular intervals. Chaturanga de Silva, brothers at the crease.
Both have contributed at various stages when the team was in trouble. Not together on either side of Thisara Pereira, but now they got to do it together. Make mum and dad proud.
But that was my worry. Chancing his arms on every delivery. Wasn't the choice on this surface. Slow delivery, really working for the fast bowler. Just rolling his fingers over the seam, taking off the pace. An easy catch for the fieldsman. Head covers.
Andrew Russell now. And I mentioned how different this bowling unit is when you have Andre Russell, who can deliver 4 overs if needed.
He's always got an extra gear, Andre Russell. Doesn't exert too much, but still very effective. Strong shoulders. But there's been a bit of planning to how to get rid of Thisara Pereira. When he came in, Dushmantha Chameera, who bowls around the 140s regularly. And the moment the miss hit came up, Angelo Matthews was excited, punching the air, the smile, animated.
And why not? Russell Arnold, he's a big fish. Based on what he's delivered in previous matches, his reputation, the way he can change a game with the bat. Must be happy as an opposing captain.
Look at Matthews, look at Matthews. Oh yes, he brought Chameera in for a reason. Chameera delivered. It was the bouncer that really did it.
Yeah, dead soft the batsman up. Looking to bowl really fast. Wasn't just bowling within himself. Right idea to bowl on this surface. Very crucial passage of the play for Jaffna. Stallions edged.
Pace again. Andrew Russell is very deceptive. He's not off his long run. So as a batsman, you got to be mindful of the power he's got in his shoulders. Went short. And just take a note of the pace. Nearing 134 kilometers per hour.
Very clever indeed. Very clever, Andre Russell, but well directed. Chaturanga De Silva had nowhere to go. He was late. Always gives you the impression he's got a couple of gears with him. Ambles in. Wickets continue to fall. Chaturanga De Silva doesn't bother the scorers. It's 7 wickets down for the Jaffna Stallions. Just 87 runs on the board.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ. माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस. डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ.
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना. लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन. इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन. जस्ट प्ले एंड विन. और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. ओनली ऑन सोनी लिव ऐप.
Benura Fernando. Wide signal, should be. Andrew Russell, well, he's such a different player. When he can produce his all-round skills, he's well known for his batting and his power, but when he starts giving his best with the ball, any captain will want him to be bowling a full complement of 4 overs.
That reminded me of Shoaib Akhtar. He used to bowl those nasty bounces with a short run-up, and in the process he picked up quite a few wickets. He'll be dejected.
He's had his problems with injury. He had a hamstring injury during the CPL. He's had his problem with his ankle. The left ankle and the pounding. Brilliant over. A wicket and 3 runs from.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined. He questions everything. Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing song.